When it comes to defense and aerospace platforms, not all critical systems and modules can be purchased off the shelf. Sometimes, a platform requires features and functionality that can't be addressed with a standard COTS product. In these situations, making the right technology choices and reducing the development risks are key to a successful program. At Curtiss-Wright, these special requirements and insights are addressed by the Custom Engineering Group. I'm Joe Aragona with the Business Report. The Custom Engineering Group at Curtiss-Wright was created to address the need for applications and designs that go beyond standard offerings, and to ensure that the best technology for the job gets implemented on time and on budget.
We were created because there are a number of customers who know and use our COTS equipment, but oftentimes have legacy programs where they need specific changes for backplanes or special features. And there are other customers who don't use COTS that we're able to establish a foothold in the marketplace by addressing their needs as well. So what we'll typically do is take something from our extensive range of IP, make some modifications to either an existing board or do something entirely from scratch, depending on what the customer wants. Part of the value that the group brings is that we can leverage a vast amount of IP that the company already has in their standard products, and we tend to call that modified COTS or MCOTS.
Some of the key benefits of this custom engineering approach, also known as modified COTS, is reduced costs, reduced risks, and a faster time to market. Now let me talk about each one of them. The reduced costs are possible because now customers can leverage much of Curtiss-Wright's intellectual property, and that could be used to create boards, and that could reduce costs over the long run of the project. The reduced risks are possible because customers can leverage the engineering excellence from Curtiss-Wright, the subject matter experts, and our development and test infrastructure, and that in the long run results in reduced risks. Finally, the faster time to market is possible because now instead of customers building a complete single board computer and a board support package from scratch, they can actually now leverage and reuse much of Curtiss-Wright's intellectual property, and that in turn results in shorter development times, and that results in faster time to market.
Rick says that what makes this work is that Curtiss-Wright backs its custom engineering offering with a complete lifecycle management system.
Well, it's really a combination of people, tools, and our alliances. Product development managers, development people, FPGA designers, board designers, that we're capable of doing everything that the customer can do, but we're also leveraging our IP to effectively lower risk and make the projects go faster as well. We're able to do development in two sites. We have the Ottawa site, and we also have a Leesburg site that does the US eyes only work. We also leverage strong partners in local areas to be able to scale effectively to whatever customers' needs are.
One of the advantages of using standard COTS products is that Curtiss-Wright provides services that enable a product to exist for a long period of time. Lifecycle services, configuration management services, longevity of supply, obsolescence management. Now, each of these services can be wrapped around a standard COTS product, and if a customer wants a particular variant of a COTS product, say 5 years from now or 10 years from now, they're able to actually get that same quality of product at that later date. Now, the beauty of using the modified COTS approach versus the COTS approach is customers can leverage the intellectual property, they can modify it for their particular requirements, and we can wrap the Guardian services around that modified COTS board to give it that COTS look and feel. So customers can have peace of mind knowing that if they need the same modified COTS board 5 years from now or 10 years from now for their particular application, they can come to Curtiss-Wright and we can provide them that same quality of board.
Rick added that all this is achieved while maintaining the high design and manufacturing standards that have established Curtiss-Wright's 25-year reputation for excellence.
We've gotten involved in DO-178B and DO-254 projects through the customizations. We've had to address our processes such that our processes go well and beyond our standard products processes. We've got state-of-the-art tools for requirements and traceability now. We also leverage a strong partner base with experience in DO-178B and DO-254. And we work very closely with our customers to establish the criticality of the design, to understand what it is that they need in the way of processes and how we can work with them to satisfy their criticality requirements.
Of course, selling a service is only one aspect to a successful custom engineering effort. Numan and Rick went on to explain that Curtiss-Wright has many examples of how MCOTS has benefited customers.
One example of how the modified COTS approach helped one of our key customers was for a large aircraft countermeasures application that we were helping them out with. They had a need for a custom single board computer, but they had a very short project schedule. So they engaged Curtiss-Wright's modified COTS services team, and we were able to leverage much of the intellectual property from our 183 single board computer. Now that resulted in a faster development cycle. We were able to achieve the milestones that the customer wanted, and they were able to achieve their milestones with their customers, so that was quite a success. The board that resulted out of that work was the 145 single board computer. Now that board, as far as we understand, is being used for more applications than it was actually intended for, because it was so successful. And as a result of that, we had a very happy customer from that initial engagement, and that translated into 4 more engagements with the customer. So we're actually currently executing on our 4th project at this point in time.
Well, a good example would be a graphics module that we modified for a European customer. We actually took a number of complex COTS devices off the assembly to make it easier to certify. And we also provided them with quite a number of studies and documentation to be able to aid in their certification process.
Both Rick and Numan emphasized that the MCOTS offering is only possible because of Curtiss-Wright's extensive experience with defense and aerospace components. They say that leveraging that experience, along with insights into technology trends and standards, allows the custom engineering team to lower risks, lower cost, and get the customer to market sooner. By combining this with the company's high standards for design, manufacturing, and support, Curtiss-Wright gives its customers a competitive edge. For the Business Report, I'm Joe Aragona.